Good morning, Leslie. It's a great morning to be alive. A lot of good things going on, and a lot of people losing weight. A lot of people getting energy. A lot of people making money. A lot of people doing a lot of things they never did before, like grow groups, customer bases. Man, I tell you, the things I got yesterday, text messages, phone calls, and things like that. It's just amazing. It's a blessing, and so excited to have you guys here to talk about it. So today, again, as every day, Monday through Friday. We're going to walk and talk. And for those of you who are brand new, that's the title of the call that we do every day. And for those of you, even though it says walk and talk, I don't want you to think that you don't belong here if you're driving to work, if you're at work, or you basically are not in a position to walk. At this time, I have people who walk, people who run, people who are riding bicycles, people who are working out in the gym at this time, but they're listening in. And you definitely can listen in while we do our thing. And for those of you who have conversations that you want to have when it comes to questions that you need answered, reflections that you want to talk about based on something you heard, or whether it be, some testimonials that you got for the products, I would definitely love to hear those, and as well as how many steps you had yesterday, right? And so it's kind of the premise of what we're doing. But we've been doing this since January the 6th this year, 2026. And a lot of people have lost a lot of weight organically, right? A lot of people have gotten a lot healthier, right? And are in a position where, they're unrecognizable to people who hadn't seen them in a long time. But more importantly, you have, like my wife was telling me yesterday, she said, she's looking at some photos. She said, I just really don't even remember you being like that or being that size, right? And it's been so long. And so this is the longest, right, that I've been able to keep any weight, substantial weight that I've taken off, which is a blessing. So that is in itself was a testimonial for me yesterday. And my wife having that dialogue, looking at some of my old pictures and things like that. So she just couldn't believe it. But I can. So I'm excited about that, and definitely looking forward to that. So today, I'll give you guys a heads up. Um, some of you guys I mentioned that I wanted to do testimonials with for this week. We've changed the days to make sure that we have a good day this week where we can actually get a call in at 7 o'clock without having any interruptions. But I also wanted to get those testimonials out as soon as possible so people can use those testimonials for marketing material. So for those of you who have testimonials that we talked about last week and that we're going to use this week, and even if you haven't been notified, let me know. Shoot me a text message and said I'm ready to tell my testimonial after this call is over with, and then either myself or Mrs. Ben get with you on how to make sure show you how to take that testimonial to the next level and blow up, right? So that's one thing. So that because that call is going to be done tonight, okay, at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So I want to make sure if you're ready for the lights, the cameras, and action, I want to make sure that you go ahead and shoot me that text message, and we get you on. And so that also lets you know that you'll have the ability to invite people to hear the testimonials of others tonight at 7 p.m. Yeah, it's always on our dedicated Foresight line, Zoom line that ends in 2116. And so you guys will be able to send that out effectively immediately. Okay. The other thing is on Wednesday night, we'll have a presentation that I'll be presenting. I don't know who I'll be presenting with at this moment, but I'll be presenting nonetheless. And that's going to be at 7:30. And like I said, these are all going to be listed for you guys. Mrs. Bean has put together a calendar for the week, and that's either out or it's going to be out right away. So be prepared to see that. So you don't need to write that down right now. And let's see what else. Oh, let's make sure that again we continue to, for those of you who are going to Orlando, continue to make sure you get your rooms and get everything else booked so that you can, so that you can make sure you're paying the best rates, not the last minute rates, where you're paying the max amount of money to attend those events. All right. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, just great things happening, making sure that you know that today is the last day of the week, and you want to make sure you make the best of that week, your work week. So who wants to open up and give us your stories, testimonials, questions, reflections, and all the other good stuff?
Good morning, Mr. Bean. This is Marlene. Good morning, everyone else.
Marlene, good morning.
Good morning. I would like to. I did 5,097 steps yesterday, which is still an
All
increase
right.
on a daily week. And I'm excited because I did sign on two people as of this weekend and yesterday. So
Mm,
I'm really excited. I'm working on them to get their two within the 48. I'm trying to
mm-hmm,
help them do that.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I really think, especially the one person, they're in a nursing home and I see them withering away. And I
Right.
just, I'm there for them and it's going to work. They're going to get better. This is going to help them as well. And I'm going to go on mute.
Great affirmation. And like I said, continue to, like I said, keep them on the product. You know, as long as they're allowed to use it, nobody knows what blessings and miracles can happen when you use what's grown by the earth and natural foods and things like that. So they tend to have an amazing effect on people. That's one. Two, when it comes to helping people get their 48, their first 248, as it's real simple. Honestly, a person said, you can tell your spouse, your wife, husband, child, 18 or older, neighbor, anybody, family member, buy one product, and because you just want to get the 48, your first 48, want to get your first two, all right? And those people don't have to buy every month, right? The spouse don't have to buy every month. Kids don't have to buy every month. You just want to make sure you secure your first two and your first 48 and kind of get that thing going. And then after that, you're off to the races. You got 7 days to get your next two, and which will be pretty easy because we'll show you how to do that as well. But that's the trick for getting it like right away. Obviously, you're gonna call, your top 10, top 20, and let them know what you found. You found a healthy alternative to synthetic GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic with no side effects, and I'm excited about that. You know, who do you know that has used those products before, or who are considering using those products before, who considered using those products before? Uh, and so either way, that first 48, you can make it a lot simpler, right? But congratulations on your first two, and congratulations on your 5,000. Keep your steps, and that's the thing about just being consistent. And it's going to grow every time because you're going to continue to do it every day. All right, great job. Who's next?
I'll
Yes,
go
ma'am.
next, Mr. Bean.
Come on,
This is
Amanda.
Amanda. So I got 15,125 yesterday. I
All
had to
right, all
sit down
right.
for a little one because I think I've been overdoing it. So my back at the top started hurting, but I was like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to start
Mm-hmm.
stretching out before I start walking and stretch
Uh-huh.
afterwards. And maybe that's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
We're not young
I
no more,
continue.
Amanda. We got to stretch now. We got to get the massages too. So you out here doing
That
these
too.
these triathlete numbers, so you got to take care of that body now. Get you a massage
Yeah.
once a week or once every other week or something. All right.
All right, that's a good one. So I'll try to set an appointment. But yeah, so I'm out this morning. We've already took the dog out, put him back in the house. But I just want to say, like Sunday, when I was at church early in the morning, people like, I just saw your reel, girl. I'm watching you and I'm following you. This is people. I mean, I talked to everybody at church, but they was like, hey, I see you still doing it. I'm following you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, you can join me on my journey. So just know people
Mm-hmm.
watching. They are
Mm-hmm.
watching you. So that's all I have. I know I need to get back to my other part of bringing people in. So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
work on that today with all my follow ups and put them on the call tonight. So,
There you go. There you go. And continue to remember you got the follow-up tool, which is me, myself, and Dr.
yeah.
Thornton. Continue to use that and say, look, this is happening. This is some more information for you, exciting information. And it's this is going to answer every question that you may have ever had. And so, and any other questions that you would have after that, which I don't know what that would be, okay, we'll get that answer as well. But watch this, but also just continue to go back and ask people, like we talked about yesterday, you know, um, hey, we're just following up with you to see where you are when it comes to, getting your product and getting started. I know we talked about it last week, or we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and you know, uh, I haven't seen the movement. And a lot of times, when that happens, person that call you back is because they probably have been too busy because life happens, understand, or it may be money and misunderstanding how much money they have to spend. Okay. Or it may be that they may be having, uncertainty or doubts about, what's going on, So which one of the three or is it for you? You just get busy, you're not understanding how to get started, or, you're just uncertain about something. Okay. And so when you follow up one of those premises and let them answer the questions. Okay. Because when you start answering questions, now people start giving you the answers, they start giving you the info, start giving you the intel. And now you can start to move forward based on the new data. So very, very important. Now, 15,000 steps, still out there doing your thing, and making everybody else, because you become almost overnight the bar, if you will, for people who want to go out there and take it to the next level. You and JD out there stretching everybody and getting those steps in. And y'all out there averaging over 15,000 steps a day, man. I thank y'all. Because again, every group needs somebody who's a lightning rod for the group, right? And you guys are definitely setting the standard on that. Lastly, um, take care of your body, you guys, everybody. And I'm glad you brought this up. Uh, we get excited and we get up out the bed and we get to running, walking, jogging, and exercising, stretch. And most people don't even know if you like stretching and yoga stuff, but that's an exercise in itself, right? But do your body a favor, right? And stretch and get yourself, reward yourself. So you got to make some of this good money on these sales, right? Reward yourself with a massage every other week. Yeah, you deserve it. So appreciate you, Amanda. Keep on doing your thing. All right, who's next?
Good morning,
Raymond,
Mr. Bean.
Raymond,
Hey,
go ahead,
Marva.
Deidre. I'll go after you.
Go ahead, Marva. You good? Good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, here's the scoop. I purchased my first pack way back in July. But what I didn't think was, you know what? This is going to be something I'm going to need. But meantime, I'm giving out samples, right? Do not ever run out of product. Just don't do it. If you can get 75 to come in the middle of the month, you get another $75 order, do it, because you're going to find after about 5 or 6 days you're getting results, and then you're going to want to share it even more. And that's what I did. So I have to start over. So
Mm.
I'm just starting over. I looked out on the step just before the call. I looked at it last night. There wasn't a package. I ordered it Thursday. And I'm in Maryland. It came out of New Jersey, but it didn't come until last night. This morning, I looked out there. It was like Christmas. I guess everybody thought I was crazy on the step. I said, it's here, it's here. So I ordered a gold pack. I will not run out. I'm going to get my money, and I'm starting over. So that's the end of that. I only got 1,700 steps in yesterday because my work schedule was so crazy, and I was in recovery mode yesterday. But
hmm
that's what I have. And for Mr. Abrams yesterday, I don't know if he'll hear this call, but he needs to know, yes, you might just slow down on the coffee because it's coming. It's gonna do
There
it.
you go.
Gonna do it.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
that's all I had to say. I'll go back on mute. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna tell you you sound like my wife when it comes to running out of products. She'll tell you do not run out of product because that comes with adverse side effects. That's the side effect, the mental and emotional side effect that comes with running out of product. That's what you'll experience. And so yeah, you don't want to do that. Guys, when your body is used to taking in, something that's good for it and is rewarding you every day. Yeah. And sometimes you tend to take that for granted. And I'm just telling you guys, you don't want to do it. You do not want to do it because your body also lets you know when you don't have it, and it's going to talk to you bad. It's going to tell you some things and tell you about yourself, right? And so don't do it. Don't do it. But I'm glad that you actually did that. I'm glad you went got your gold pack too because now you got enough product to go out there and sample and sell and ship, right? And supply. So great job. I'm glad that you use it. I'm glad that you actually shared that with us because people need to hear that, and I'm gonna just tell you, the product never comes when you need it to come. It comes when it wants to come. So even though we say 5 to 7 business days, I mean, think about that for a second. Some people are doing really bad math, and by the time they run out, they're hoping, and now they're hoping that it come in 3 days or 4 days. That's when they go out to the stoop and look in 3 days, in 4 days, and like, man, when's it gonna come? It's gonna come when it's gonna come. All right.
I'm
So
ordering some more and changing my auto ship to the first of the month. So
see, and
just
think about this for a second. That's what you said. That right there is a game changer in itself. You know, guys, I'm telling you, have enough. Like we ordered in our first 30 days. Mrs. Bean and I, we ordered 4 gold packs. Right, 4 gold packs. It's because we needed it. We had people on the team who needed it. They needed. We needed to supply the team. We had people who wanted to buy it, and we had to sell them some. We had people who wanted to know more about it, so we had to sample them. Right? We had people who that needed to consume it, like myself, my wife. So we had to sip it, right? And so make sure you have enough, but make sure you put it on the first as well, because when everybody in your group starts to put their orders on the first, you get a chance to now wake up one morning at a new rank, right? Because remember, it's a week to week situation. So if everybody hits, their auto ships on the first, and between the first and the fifth of the month, preferably on the first. And think, imagine you wake up one morning, you have enough orders in your group to go diamond on the first. You have enough orders in your group to go blue diamond on the first, right? Double blue diamond on the first. Remember, it's a weekly rank up. So all this work that you're doing, okay, all this work that you're doing is going to reward you, and you want to make sure that you rank up, at the highest level you can rank up every month on the first of the month. So that's a build tip for you today that I gave you guys that I was going to put in the video that I'm creating right now as far as like the fast start video. But you guys got it, and everybody else will get it when the video come out. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Yeah, because like I said, when we went diamond, remember that was a weekly rank. Obviously, we qualified diamond over and over and over again, right? But when we did our launch, boom, that we had the most volume come in that week. We had a lot of volume come in, not the most. We had a lot of volume come in that week. Uh, and so imagine now, again, you waking up on September the 1st, okay? And September the 1st, they say, oh, this person is the diamond, right? Based on all the volume from the new people and from new customers. Now, customers, it don't matter what day they buy theirs on because they're customers, and we don't want to interrupt, their flow on what they're doing. Okay. Now, if they happen to convert over to business partners, then that's when we'll have that conversation because now it's about them and their ability to rank up and earn more money. That we want to make sure that they don't miss out on that. Okay. So great job, Marva. I appreciate that. Good talking points for me as well. You led into some good gravy for some people, and so keep on doing your thing though. And that's the other thing, that breaking that addiction and breaking those habits, guys. I've had moments where I wanted my coffee, but like, man, I'm not gonna ever have coffee before I have my drink, and I'm not gonna turn around and ruin my drink with a coffee. So I'm gonna have my drink first, and then I'm gonna have my water first, lemon water first. Then I'm gonna have my drink, my drops. Okay, and I'm gonna have my uh, I'm gonna have my drink, with the lemon juice in it, with the lemon squeeze juice, fresh squeeze, lemons in it. And if I ever want to have a coffee after that, sometime that day after that, I'll have that cup of coffee. But what I'm saying is, I've had far less coffee than ever. I went all the way off coffee when I first started fasting, and now I brought it back where I have a cup every once in a while. I don't have a cup every day anymore. Uh, I went from 3 cups a day to not having a good cup every day. Every other day I'll have a cup. So I just, in my brain, Marva and everybody, even though you may be able to drink black coffee, as they say, and black coffee is not as bad for you when it comes to, having all the sugar and the additives and stuff like that in it. When I see black coffee, I just, this is how I think about it. I'm putting black tar in my body. And why would I put black tar in my body and slow my body down, black milk in my body and slow my body down when I just put uh, something that came in that's been recreating new habits and rebuilding up my immune system and stuff like that. Why would I do that to my body? So that's kind of my mindset. That's how I think about it. That's how I talk myself out of it. And you know, teach his own. You do what you got to do for you, and but that's what I do for me. So appreciate you, Marva. The young lady, was that Toya? Who was that was trying to come in with Marva?
Yes, sir. It was me, Mr. Bean. Great
Hey, Toya.
morning. Great morning.
Great
Happy
morning.
Thankful Tuesday, everyone.
All right.
So, my steps were 9,685. I fell short of my goal, but I still celebrated the fact that I hit 9,000 steps. I wasn't
There you
doing
go.
anywhere that many steps before this
Hmm.
challenge. So I celebrate everything.
There you
And
go.
I'm proud of that because I would have looked at that as a negative thing at one point, but
Hmm.
no negativity allowed. So we're gonna keep on
Right.
moving. Today is a new goal. I'm gonna hit my 10,000 plus today. So we're just gonna keep it moving. I also got a testimonial, Mr. Bean. I asked everybody that I sample, even just people that I sample, if they don't, whether they buy or not, that's another thing. But I always ask for their story, their testimony after
Hmm.
trying the product. But this is one of my distributors. He came back to me and told me that unfortunately his insurance had lapsed. He has
Right.
diabetes, and he's the one that I told everyone about when he was while he was taking the Rebelsis, he had that sulfur burp.
Uh huh.
Um, once he started drinking the juice, that sulfur burp immediately went away. He had none the first time he drank the juice. Well, since he told me that his insurance lapsed, he said he had taken his numbers for his diabetes and his numbers had held steady. So I
Mm-hmm.
appreciated him for giving me that testimony because now I can share that with someone else who is apprehensive about
Mm-hmm.
using the product. So those stories definitely do sell. And I just wanted to share that, Mr. Bean. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. And I also wanted to share that that I have lost 2 inches. So I'm really happy
Mm.
about that.
Okay. All right.
So thank you
He's
for allowing
inch.
me to share, sir.
This is we having an inch party around here because these inches coming off. Right. These are inches are coming off, and congratulations on that. Congratulations on getting your turf. First of all, this is leadership, guys. When you talk about testimonials, your testimonial. Remember, it's never been about your testimonial. You want your testimonial, right? You need your testimonial for yourself, okay? And you would love to have it for everybody else. You want that testimonial because that testimony means your body's healing, is doing something different. But you want to be on purpose and asking everybody else for their testimonial. Ask people what they're feeling, what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, right? Because when you ask, you never know. A person may be using the product wrong. They may be having too little water in there, right? And it might be too strong for them, and they have a bad aftertaste, something like that for them. And if you're asking, well, if you're not asking, you don't know. And if you're not asking, they're not telling you because they don't want to, tell you that they don't like your product, right? So ask. And then when you ask when they say, say, what is it? Tell me. Talk to me. It's all good. Yeah, okay. Well, the product tastes bitter, or whatever. Or I didn't feel anything. Great. You know, it's not just because you didn't feel anything doesn't mean that things are not working. Okay, we have people who didn't feel anything who lost inches. Okay, we have people who didn't feel anything who lost weight. Right? You know, we have people who didn't feel anything had things happen with their numbers when you got checkups. You know, they saw a difference. So it's about you understanding that this is not one of those things where you're gonna see something. You may see something the same day, but it's not promised that you'll see anything right away. You know, how long did it take you to put that weight on? Right? Ask yourself, how long did it take you to get your kidneys in that position? You know, in that situation, how long did it take you to ask them? It's okay. You know, it's a conscious interrupt. You know, remember, this is wasn't an overnight process for your body to get in that condition. It's not going to be an overnight process for your body to fix it. And we're looking to fix it. We're looking to heal it. We're not looking to put a band-aid on it, right? And give you other symptoms and other side effects while this product is working. You know, because our product is different. So I had a conversation with people. I asked people those questions and get those answers because you can't help anybody when you don't know what's going on with them. Because remember, that a person who asks questions, you're pretty much just selling the product. That's all it is. And you're not in business. Business people follow up, and business people follow through. Okay, they don't just follow up to get the sale. They follow through to make sure people are getting the results. Okay, make sure people are excited with the product. So follow through, follow up, follow through. Okay, and the last thing I'll go as I'm working backwards. I am so happy to hear that there's no negativity allowed because what happens is most people they will beat themselves up, right? And they would tell themselves that not hitting 10,000 steps is a bad thing. You came short. Uh, well, if you wasn't doing 9,000 steps, and said, how you fall short? You know, if you never did 9,000 steps on a regular basis, you never fell short. You fell forward, if anything, right? So do your thing, stay positive, don't beat yourself up, lift yourself up, celebrate yourself for everything. Every step you take, celebrate yourself for it, guys, every day. Yeah. It's I mean, I'm not trying to compete with Amanda. Amanda had me out here, walking all through the night trying to keep up with her and JD. I ain't here trying to compete with them people, So I'm doing my own thing, right? I'm on my own journey. So, but again, celebrate every step that you take. My little 12,000 steps was good enough for me last night, you know, and so I'm excited about it. I'm excited about everybody else's steps here. So make sure you guys are posting them every day, everywhere you can post them. You know, 100-day challenge group, this walk and talk group, your pages. Don't stop posting because, like Amanda said, people are watching, and this is the thing. Let me share something with you, and it's the craziest thing. People are watching to see when you're going to quit. They're not watching to see if anything works. When they see something works, I'm like, oh, cool. But they just automatically think that you're gonna quit because they're not used to seeing people follow through and go through with what they start. They used to seeing people jump from one thing to the next, right? You're excited about something one day and you quit tomorrow. And then you'll be excited about something again another day. They've seen you in your cycles. Think about it. Think about how many companies they've seen you in. Think about how many products they've seen you on, right? So they've got a chance to see you quit several times. People are watching to see when you quit. So when they watch you and you're not quitting, now all of a sudden they say, "Oh, this might be permanent for her or him. This might be something that they're tied to that they're gonna be rocking out, with. I might need to go ahead and get on board, give me some questions answered." So appreciate it. I'll tell you, appreciate you. All right, guys, who's next?
Roberta,
Miss
go ahead.
Queen, Camille.
Lord Johnson.
Okay, I got Roberta first, and I heard Tim, and then I don't know who the third person was, but if you give me your name right now, I get you in there.
Lord Johnson.
Okay, so I got
Lord
Roberta,
Johnson.
Tim, and Laura. All right, so I got Roberta, Tim, and Laura. Go, Roberta.
Oh, good morning. This is Roberta from Florida, Jacksonville, home of the Jaguars. Hooah. And I am here this morning by way of New York. I'm in Queens, but let me tell you this. Yesterday I did over about 11,300 some steps. I was getting it in. I was looking at the clock. I was like, I got time. I don't know how long my watch is gonna last because I lost my charger out the car trying to get into the New York scene. But I do want to
Mm,
share this. I want to share this about follow up. I gave somebody a sample 2 weeks ago, and they gave me their Facebook page when I got connections, and I didn't follow up on the person, and they found the product through someone else after giving them the sample. They looked up the name on the package and found another person to service them. So when you give out a sample, be sure to follow up. Yes, that was
mm-hmm,
a ding on me, but you know what? It's in the follow up. So yesterday, even though I'm on vacation, I followed up with someone that I had been talking to, and she decided to go as a retail customer yesterday. So I'm
mm,
excited that my girlfriend made a pit stop somewhere while she was doing her thing. I was making follow up calls. So I'm
mm,
excited about that. I'm excited about September 12th. I'm just so excited about getting to Orlando. And I have another story, but I won't tell it today. But you know a little bit about it, about the negativity of the two people who dogged me out. They watching my
mm-hmm,
reels. I see their names on my reels every day,
mm-hmm.
and I'm on mute.
You know what? Yeah, I definitely want you to tell that one tomorrow because that one I definitely want you to go into with that one tomorrow. But because one that you started off with is very, very important. You know, we talked about the fortune is in the follow up, guys. I'm telling you, it is. But guess what? If you don't follow up, you're creating a fortune for somebody else because, like you said, if that product impacts somebody's life and they want more of it, oh, they're going to find a way to figure it out and find out where they can get it again. And so, you know, when it comes to loyalty, the person doesn't know you like that, and you gave them something, they can't find you. You know, it's not their fault. So one of the things that we used to do, and my wife brought this up, that real quick. She had just told me a month ago to uh, start doing labels. She said we should start doing labels like we used to do when we sold coffee, and buy those little thin strips. You know, when it comes to what's your name, website information on their phone number, and you know me, I'm like, well, I don't need to do that. I mean, I get phone numbers and information from everybody I talk to, and I follow up with everybody I talk to. So I'm good. And so, but again, I stand corrected because it's not about me, and anything can happen, right? And so, like Roberta said, you have people who, you know, if they feel something the very first day, they may want to order that night, right? And if they don't have the information, or if you don't follow up in time, guess what? They'll call the same night, and so in order, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there because they didn't have your information. Okay, and so guys, if you want to take those printable labels, you know, I go back and like I said, I stand corrected. My wife was right, and use those printable labels. You know, you can get labels printed out, the little thin ones that could fit on the sides of your sachets, so that people can actually have your information when they actually rip it open. It's second. What do you say? It doubles as a business card, and they won't throw it away if they feel like they felt something. As a matter of fact, if they throw it away and they feel something, and they didn't get a call back from you or something like that, they'll go in the trash can and find it. I've had people do that before with the coffee. So you can do the labels, but make sure you're always and forever swapping out information and let them know, hey guys, look, I've had people who have used this, and at the first, second try, you know, they've wanted to order it and they couldn't get back with me, and it kind of, you know, they end up finding it on the website. So let's go ahead and swap information out and go from there. But
Thank you, Mr.
that's,
Bean.
yeah,
Recycling from another company. I have labels from another company.
there you go. There you go. See what I'm saying? There you go. That's all you need. That's all you need. So that's good.
The
That's good
return
stuff.
address.
Yep. And so let's tell you guys that's what you do. To make sure you always make sure you're always following up. Have a follow-up schedule. You know, that's the other thing about following up. Set a day. Everybody, if you're out moving around and you're out making contacts, out giving out products, there's no way you shouldn't have a time that's set every day for your follow up calls. Okay, follow up calls, follow up text messages, whatever it is, and you got an hour, 30 minutes, an hour, depending on how much time you need every day to do that. All right. So appreciate you, Roberta. Keep on getting your steps. Go get your battery charger, a new watch or something on the app on your phone. Figure it out. Because I know it's gonna drive you crazy if you don't. All right.
Hey, Mr. Bean, how you doing this morning, sir?
Fantastic, Big Dot. Fantastic. Super
Good,
fantastic.
good,
Excellent.
good. Awesome, awesome. Say, yeah, yesterday we got our 11,000 plus steps in, on the way to the gym this morning to get it in. And I tell you what, just a little testimony. And I mean, y'all don't judge us, okay? Don't judge us, okay? This is a safe space, okay? Um, but you know, me and my wife, we're a little competitive here. And one thing we compete on that I'm glad we're not competing anymore on is both of us have sleep apnea, and we do got CPAP machines, but of course we ain't be using them like we supposed to. And so me and her be competing on who can saw down the most trees in the night, right?
Ah,
That's snoring for some of y'all don't know what that means, right? And and so now taking this product, I was, you know, I was like, babe, I ain't been hearing you snoring. She's like, I haven't been hearing you snoring either. And I was like, man, can you imagine, people that live together, that people that snore? Cause, and the reason why I said it is because my mom had sleep apnea, and she snored so loud that, the latter part of her years, maybe last 20 some years, my dad and her slept in separate rooms because my mom snored so loud she wouldn't wear her CPAP. And my dad was a very light sleeper. If a piece of
yeah.
paper fall, he wake up. He was like, I
Right.
just can't sleep. I can't sleep. Love my mom to death. Then they didn't have no, problem with that. It was just that he could not sleep because she snored so much. And so, and I used to think, man, sometimes one of us don't get it in earlier, the other one may be up for a little bit longer or whatever. But
Right.
now I didn't even know this product would help with that. And it's interesting because I had a cousin that I was telling about this product. He was like, well, I'm on GLP-1. My doctor gave it to me because I got sleep apnea. And I was like, well, why did he give you that? And I knew because he was heavy. I figured that was the only reason. But yeah, that's something that we found out just by taking this product. So I don't know if it'll work for whoever's on the line who need to hear that. And like I said, we early stages with this, but I tell you what, it definitely quieted down, and we're not doing it. So that's very interesting. So back to you, Mr. Bean.
Yeah, we might have to have Erica come tell that story one night because I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you,
okay.
snoring,
She right
snoring.
here. She right here. She told me I
Hey,
could tell her. I
good
wasn't gonna
morning.
put her on blast.
Good. Because this is the thing, is like everybody snores, men and women to a certain extent. It's not a gender, restricted situation, right? And so I know my time, we've had our moments in our house where it was me or it was my wife. And when you get tired, man, you out here grinding and you making, you out here, you may have worked out all day long or you may have worked all day long and you out here really tired, right? Is she gonna snore? Sometimes you're gonna snore, And so, but if you have people who are chronic snorers, and like you said, people who have conditions like sleep apnea and stuff like that, you know, you really want them to take it and see how that helps their body over the next 2, 3 weeks, and see if that helps, anything change in their body. If I was you, I would actually put that on social media, and that might get you some, hey, give take this product, save a marriage. You want to sleep in the same room with your spouse, and them not snore and keep you up all through the night, give them this product, see what it works, see if it works for you, it works for us, and so whatever. But I've had moments where I'm sitting there listening to Kim, and she's had moments where she's sitting there listening to me, right? And it's like we couldn't go to sleep. And I'm just telling you but now I
I
don't hear
feel you.
her. And I'm
Uh-huh.
quite sure because I'd be peaceful, she don't hear me. And I'm just telling you, it might have that actually may have legs. I'm telling you. Now that I sit back and think, because as you were talking, I'm sitting there, I'm like, they've been peaceful sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've been peaceful sleeping because because sometimes when back in the day you might snore and wake yourself up. You know what I mean? So that
I
type of
do
thing.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So, I've been there. right? So I'm like, I haven't experienced any of that lately, and I haven't heard her at all. So that's the beautiful thing, man. I'm telling you, keep you. If you want to keep everybody in the same bed, the same bedroom, take this product. So appreciate the tip. Appreciate you, Erica, guys, for being transparent and letting us know what's going on. See, that's why y'all got to come to the Walk and Talk every morning. All right,
All right.
Laura, my sassy senior. Good
Great
morning.
morning. Great morning, everyone. Hey, listen, I have a confession to make. I'm glad Tim brought up about sleep. It is not about snoring, but man, the depth of sleep and the quality of sleep you get when you're on this product. Man, yesterday I overslept walk and talk. When I woke up, it was like 7 minutes after 7. And I woke up and stuck to the ceiling like a cat, like, woo, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be on walk and talk. But it was because of the depth of the sleep and the quality of the sleep. So, my measuring device is the Hertz P1 ring, and it also measures your quality of sleep. And my quality of sleep has been great. I've been getting in the 90s all the way across the board. So that's one thing. And then I don't know about anybody else, but I've been having some vivid dreams. And dreams is a way to unload your subconscious, right? So
Mm.
this product is helping to heal us on so many levels. It's helping us to unload our subconscious during our quality of sleep. So that's what I wanted to share. But also, yesterday I was out to dinner with my nonprofit board, right? And one
Mm-hmm.
person, two of the individuals I had already sampled. One of them had done a video testimony for me about the energy it gave me. The other one had not yet taken the product, right? So I
All
had
right.
my flyers yesterday. I printed the flyers and I was able to sample the other two, and they were just so excited about what the one person's testimony was, and then also what I told them the product does and what they saw on that Ignite and Try GLP flyers. So, now I'm up some more retail customers just because of being prepared sampling. And Miss Bean, this call is so powerful because, man, I don't know if they heard you with that powerful follow up nugget, but being able to know what to say during the follow up. Are you busy? Were you busy? Was it money? Or is there something you're uncertain about? That was a
Mhm.
golden boulder. So thank you for allowing me to share. Going back on mute, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, good. Guys, let me tell you, sleep is amazing. No joke. Again, I love being able to go to sleep. Like my wife is, she said, you know what? I don't remember you, being that size just visually and from recollection. I can't remember myself not being able to go to sleep. Right? Like it's just like me. It's just a thing now. So like a part of my life, like it's always been a part of my life. And we always talk about how healthy how much healthier you would be if you got more sleep and a higher quality of sleep. And so that's one of the things that really helps me get up and move around and do the things I do because I don't feel like I left nothing on the bed. I mean, sometimes I do, maybe get to bed a little bit earlier, but even then, I still have a high quality of sleep. When I sleep, I'm sleeping. That's important. That's everything to me. And so I appreciate that. Also, the ring thing. And we can't put that information in the group about the ring so people can see that and that way. Because for me, I don't. I would like to be able to also, even though it's on my watch, and I see that I see my stress levels and stuff like that on my watch. I think that reading would be pretty cool because it would actually give me something that I would never have to really take off. I can actually sleep with that and not be bothered like I am with the watch. So appreciate you, Laura. Continuing to bring nuggets like you always do. All right, who's next?
Good morning, Mr.
Oh, Miss
Bean.
Bean, 7,500 steps.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. 7,500. All right, Candy,
I didn't think you
let's
heard me,
go.
but
I got you.
good morning, everyone. I'm gonna chime in real quick. I'm at the kids' bus stop, but it's crazy that you mentioned the labels thing. I was gonna reach out to you to develop a game plan on attaching some samples to my deliveries with
Hmm.
my flyers that go out.
Uh-huh.
But then you ended up in San Antonio, and I didn't get a chance
To do it.
to message you. But it's wild that it came up on this call. I'm a firm believer that everything comes with clarity.
Right.
And so I will be reaching out to you because, again, I do a lot of deliveries in a day, so I could go through a lot of products very fast. It won't take
Hmm.
long. So those labels do work, just like those flyers work. So whatever you
Right.
got to do to get some information out there to people, make sure that you're getting it out there. Because just like they watch on the Facebook, trust me, they watch in the neighborhoods as well. They do more watching in the neighborhoods. Listen.
Hmm.
But I just
Right.
wanted to chime in and say that real quick. And with that, I'm going back on mute.
Well, and I'm
I
gonna
know
tell
the
you
fuel is
guys.
up.
Look, when you have, and I appreciate that. When you actually have flyers and things you're giving out, guys, like say you have those little um, cards, like the little, they look like index cards, big index cards, postcards, type marketing. Put somewhere on there. Don't throw me away. You know, you don't want to throw me away. You want to keep me. Something like you want to put something on there to tell a person don't do what you normally do. And break the kind of give them a conscious interrupt because throwing me away it would put you in a bad situation, right? So, but also going back, I said, going back to that product, when you have that piece, that piece to go with that product, when you got that label on the back, and you got that other piece, the little extra piece, the little flyer, the little card, or whatever it is that you're handing out, or whatever it is you email them, you know, you want to make sure you marry that with something, okay? Because that's marketing material that's reinforced. So even if they throw away the pack, they still got the card, right? One way or the other. They got one thing or another. And you want that to be in their possession. So that way, when they walk by, they can remind themselves of you. Because sometimes when you have people who will drink that one or two sachets, they really do intend on getting back to you sometimes. And then it's out of sight, out of mind because they've thrown those packages away, right? And so make sure you come up with something, guys, a little bit of marketing material. They got these printing companies out there that do really good work. And guess what? You can get some really good numbers, when it comes to buying in volume. So, you go out there and do 100 cards, 500 cards. Yeah, I wouldn't do too many at first because, your marketing and advertising may change or evolve. You may want to change one or two things on there. And the next time around, be more effective. You might want to take some stuff off to be more effective, right? Because sometimes less is more. And, who knows? But make sure you get enough to where, you can go through a couple of bags, 4 or 5 bags of sampling with that material and then see how it works. And if you're getting feedback from you, getting people to call you back from it, so like, hey, where did you see my information? Was it on social media? Was it on a handout? Was it, referral? How did you get my information? And people will tell you. And even though you may even know, just ask. Just ask for confirmation. Okay. But appreciate the candy. Yeah, you can call me. You know how to get in touch with me. Talk to you soon. All right, guys. Who's next?
Hey, Mr.
I
Bean,
can
JD
start
here.
on that. Oh,
All right.
go ahead.
Okay. Then what was your name? Was I know? We had JD. Then what was your name, man?
Oh, it was me, Donna.
Okay. Okay, Donna. So we got JD. Then we'll do Donna, and then we'll wrap it up.
BO.
Hey, 17,891 steps yesterday. Had to do some work away from some rental properties I had, so that's how I got them steps. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk. I went out yesterday to the gym, like I told you, I'll start going, and now I can lift my legs straight up. Straight
Mm.
up. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing. But when I was there, all these muscle guys in there. I ain't that muscle, but one of the guys I met was a guy that is I think he's a chemist or something like that because he worked at that works at that herbal store, and he wanted to have a sit down because I gave him and his mom that product, and now he want to have a sit down He said, we need to talk for about an hour. I said, well, I got an hour. I ain't got no job. So guess what? We can sit down and have that conversation. So that's one thing I'm excited about, just getting in and talking with this guy about the product, letting him look at what he want to look at. And answers I don't know. I got a doctor and I got a millionaire mentor friend of mine that can answer his questions. So I'll let them do the talking for me. The other thing is, I met another lady a couple of days ago, and she talked at the VA hospital, and she told me about, and I want somebody to answer this. There's like you go to a tanning bed, but not a tanning bed, a place where you can get your lymphatic system drained. And she said they put you in a towel or put you under this thing, and you can get up wet. It gets up wet. If anybody know about what that is, I can get back in touch with her, because I want to go to this thing and get my lymphatic system drained, just like you're sitting in a tanning bed. So I don't know what it is, but with that, I'll go back on mute. That's all I have to say today, sir.
No problem. And if you guys have any information on that, definitely put that in there because that sounds like something that, because if you look at it, what's happening right now, you see a lot of marketing and advertising on social media right now. It's all about lymphatic drainage. It's all about these drops. They got these lymphatic drops, and that they're selling. Everything is lymphatic these days on social media. So yeah, if you got some information on that, please put that in there. Let us know about it so we can go do some research on it. All right, but 17,000 steps. Amanda. Yeah, he trying to outdo you. You know what I'm saying? You raising the bar. Y'all keep on doing this little bounce around thing, trading
I got
places.
him
You know
tonight,
what I'm
Mr. Bean. I got him
Oh,
saying?
oh,
tonight.
oh, oh, oh,
I'm
Amanda,
already at
Amanda, this is
7,000.
Karen. Amanda, this is Karen. I got you tonight. I got
You,
you.
you
We got
got
another
challenges.
one.
Yes, yes, I
That's
got
what I'm
you.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
all right,
See,
all right.
you got the Karen that threw her
Leave me out
name
of it.
into the
Leave me out
ring.
of it.
You ain't going nowhere. 17,000
Mm-mm.
steps, JD. That's what I'm talking about. That's fantastic, man. And so, guys, think about this for a second. Like you said, he's in a whole entirely different environment. He's walking obviously every day. But now he's into the workout, mixing and mingling, right? Because and that's a myriad of people. So I know with a myriad backgrounds. It's important because that's why you always got to be able to conversation with people. Usually shake some hands, make some friends, acquaintances, and figure out what we do. You ask people what they do for and tell them what you do, and you sound graduates, right? And so you up your service offer, and a lot of shit changing. So again, relations on 17 steps, getting new contact, and guys, they got some information. Drainage, bed, let us know. All right. So Don.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I have a friend that does lymphatic drainage a little bit. But I do know when you go to your massage therapist, that a lot of times they push on certain areas to kind of release that tension and that fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was gonna tell you, let me tell you about this. I got family coming in. Yeah, let me tell you. I got family coming in from my niece is turning 2. Her birthday is on the 1st.
Right.
And they haven't seen me in probably most of them at least 3 or 4 months. Some of them I've lost a lot of the fluid in my face and just inflammation. And I'm gonna pull the Mr. Bean and I'm gonna be like, well, this isn't the time or place. But and I'm gonna get in contact their contact information if I don't already have it and set up a time to talk to people because I already know there's going to be people always asking me, what are you doing
Major.
now? Because they're always excited to see what kind of things I'm doing, and I'm going to be like, well, if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. So I'm excited to see what comes of this in the next few days because I got 2 family events back to back. So yeah,
That's what I'm talking
I'll let
about.
you know how this goes.
Please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. Can't wait.
Oh, 70. I
Keep
did
what you got going
7,400
on.
steps yesterday too. I'm sorry.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very
Mr.
much.
Bean,
Those are good numbers, and yeah, keep on doing your thing. Keep on making things happen. You know, like I said, I'm excited for you. I'm excited, you know, to hear about the results that you're getting, and that your people can get, and people can see you get, so they can recognize your changes. And so keep that, impress them. You know, even though you're not doing it for them, make sure that every time they see you, they see a different version of you, right? Every time they see you getting smaller, they see you getting healthier, right? And they see you doing your thing, right? And so excited for you, proud of you, and y'all keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And yeah, that massage, I'm just telling you that does work because guys, you see when you actually get a massage, right? When you actually going past urine, you know, it's different colors. It's normally a deeper, darker color because the toxins are coming out, right? And so again, that's a really good. When I tell you I do a massage uh, every week, yeah, every other week. Matter of fact, I have one today at 11 o'clock, and so I have a massage every other week, every other Tuesday at 11 o'clock, and then I go to my chiropractor, and then one of the people at my chiropractor, I have her work out the knots, right? I have her uh, do it even if she's putting applying the biofreeze on. I have her doing her thing, you know. So that I'm telling you guys, get your massages, get your body taken care of, and make sure you know that you keep on stretching yourself, continue to push yourself, take yourself to the next limits, and you know you never know how far you can go until you go out there and prove it to yourself, right? Because you're the only person that you have to prove anything to yourself, right? So with that, I think I was one more person that was trying to get in as well. The gentleman, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right. Well, guys, tonight, like I said, see
It
you
was
guys.
it was MP. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Go, P. Go ahead. MP,
Hey,
go ahead.
super quick. I got my 10,000 steps. Man, dude, I was fighting. But I got it done. This past weekend, just went to Austin, Texas, and went out there and spent some time with my family. Hadn't been there for a minute, and was able to give out some samples. But also, too, most importantly, what I was able to start. We haven't been together for over 3 years. It might be a good thing for everybody to do. I told my whole family is like, man, I told them I was in this challenge of doing 10,000 steps, and some of my family were doing it already, some of them weren't. And what I did is I just said, hey, let's start up a WhatsApp group. So I've got
Mm-hmm.
like 7 people in there, and some of them didn't want to do it, but they got in the group. And surprisingly, I started seeing 10,000 steps by 2 o'clock of these guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, I set the group up. I'm not even there yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're putting in family pictures and things of that nature, and I'm putting up health things, and it's going to definitely, so you know how family is. Sometimes the hardest people to convince that you're doing something that's good for them, but just going to drip on them. And yeah, last thing I definitely want to I want to express say on this call is that what everybody's saying. This morning I woke up and I was a little bit sweaty, and I was I had some dreams. I know they were kind of good, but I don't remember them completely. But I'm not a dreamer. I don't dream. I mean, I haven't had dreams in years. And so, wow, I just noticed that my sleep is more consistently, and I'm not waking up to the middle of the night. Woke up with some sweat, and wow, I don't know. I just feel so I'm going to do a video today. How important is your sleep? Let's go.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And I'm just this is why we have to talk, guys. This is why we have to walk. This is why we have to talk, right? And because you don't know what this unearths for somebody. You know, you really have no idea what type of testimonials you can pull out of people, right? This is one of the healthiest calls a person could ever be on. I'm talking about for the mental health by itself. You know, it puts people in a position where they can have an awakening, right? And it puts people in a position where they're more consistent, they're more accountable, right? It puts people in a position where, you now start to learn stuff and also create an appetite for learning, right? This is very, very important. So I appreciate that, Mike, because this is strong. You know, when you look at the family thing, you're taking what you're learning, you know, what you're applying, and you're putting it in your family. You know, because I try to do it with my family. It's like my brother was the only one, you know, that said, you know what, I'll do it with you, bro. And everybody else was like, when the next event? You know, it's like they want to change the subject. Nobody wants to talk about it. But for you to have a group and for you to have people who are already, you know, putting 10,000 steps in it, like they adding their steps in and doing their thing, all that's going to do is create a bigger buzz for the family, right? And put people in the family, get people in the family where they want to continue to participate, right? And then for the ones who are participating, you know, reward them, you know, because it's something that you started. Send them some product, bro. Send them some product. Don't sell them anything. Like, right off the gate, just send them some. Say, this might help you with your energy. This might help you with sleep, right? This might help you with your dreams, whatever, you know. But I want to make sure you get this because this is what I'm using. It's changing my life, and I just want to share it with you. So send them 5 packs, you know, send them 10 packs, whatever you're going to send them, and reward the family for believing in you enough to start walking with you and join the group and being leaders in the family. Okay? But yeah, this is good. I'm glad to hear that you say you never dreamed before. Whew. What a life, guys. Yeah, what a life. And so keep on taking your product. Keep on paying attention to your body, Mike. Keep on doing your thing, man. Proud of you. And look forward to getting to Dallas to make do some events out there. So you guys in these cities, I'm telling you, you guys got growing groups. We need to start talking about what I need to do, what you guys need to do rather than get me down there. Get me up to your cities and your states, right? Because this thing is picking up, it's taking off, and you know everybody out there are growing their markets, and I want to make sure that you are not just in the business is in you and it's in your city. So, with that being said, guys, appreciate your contributions today. It's been one heck of a day when it comes to calls and testimonials, and appreciate each and every last one of you guys for what you bring to this call. And so we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same line, more people, and definitely more impact. All right, and more competitors. Thanks to Karen. Bye, guys.